Evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome to update 8.5. Yes, update 8.5. Well, there's a few to go through. There is a few to talk about. A few things to talk about in this update. A few good things, not too many bad things, to be honest. But we'll see. So first to talk about is the new PBR. The new graphics, the HD model tanks, and as Wargaming have kept their promise, they will add a few tanks to each update. Now, this time it is the Chimera, which I think just looks fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I do like the look of these PBR files. Also, the T-54 lightweight, which again I think looks great, and just a random tank, the Panzer II as well. So these are the three PBRs that are coming this next update. So next thing to talk about is all the tech tree tanks. What Wargaming are going to do is all the tech tree tanks are going to receive the same credit coefficient. So at the moment you have certain tanks that earn more, that's a higher percentage, and certain tanks that earn less. So in effect, the tanks that earn less are going to get a credit buff as such, but all the tech tree tanks are going to be earning the same amount of credits per battle. Now, on top of this, I will show a screenshot here what Wargaming have shared. They are going to do new bonus credits as well. Now, things like this doesn't affect me. I have over 200 million credits. Doesn't affect me whatsoever. But the new bonus is if you get an ace tanker, Top Gun, or a Kolobonov medal, you will receive more credits. So if you have a battle and you get a Top Gun, you get an ace, and you get a Kolobonov, in tier 10, you can earn 250,000 credits. That's actually quite insane for a tier 10 game. With this, I mean, you kind of look at it and think people are going to grind credits a lot quicker. Does that mean they're going to grind the lines a lot quicker as well? But to do that, you do need to be kind of a good player to get these kind of medals. So yeah, that's the new couple of things there. On top of that, let's have a look, see what we got here. So the girls on Panzer, so you have things like the let's just open a training room here, it'll be a lot easier. So you have the girls on Panzer has the Anko has this the crew voice that's very funny. It's actually amazing. Actually, the crew voice is amazing. What Wargaming are going to do as well, all the girls and Panzer tanks like the Kuro Mori Mini, you got the IS-2 Pravda, etc., they are also going to get that crew voice. So it won't just be the Anko anymore. It will literally be all of these tanks, and you're about to see here. So yeah, so all of these girls and Panzer tanks will receive that crew voice. So talking about crew voices now, let's move on. So the crew voices, Wargaming have updated, and they are going to be updating the crew voices for Finland. So you're going to have the new Finnish crew voice here. I think there's only 1 or 2 tanks in Finland, but you know, it's something, I suppose. As you can hear there, so that is the Finnish. On top of the Finnish, they are going to add, let's see what else we've got here, we can take that out. So they're going to add the Italian, so they are going to add now the Italian crew voice as well. I do think this is kind of cool actually, Wargaming adding all these voices. It was about time. We have the tanks there, why not add them? And here's the Italian. So yeah, there we go. There's the Italian crew voice there. On top of the Italian crew voices, we also have the Polish crew voices as well. So we will just have a quick look at the Polish crew voice here in the 60 TP. Yeah, well, not too much there. So so that is the Polish crew voice. Obviously, you can go around the battle, shoot tanks, get shot, and you'll hear the crew voices even more. And also we have the Czech tanks here that are also getting their crew voices. So there's going to be some happy people that they're getting their own nation crew voice, and here this crew voice is. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is. But no, that's kind of cool. Like I said, that's kind of cool how Wargaming are adding all these crew voices. It is about time, I suppose. Let's dismiss this training room. We do not want to play with you. So moving on from that, there are going to be a few buffs. Yes, there's going to be a few buffs. Some buffs are absolutely crazy. Like, I don't understand why they are getting the buff, but one of the tanks in particular is, let's just have a look at this. It's not the Chimera, it is the AMX 50-100. Now the French tier 8 tank is not actually that good of a tank, to be honest. Let's just skip forward here. So the AMX 50-100 is getting a turret armor buff. Now currently the turret armor is 90 millimeters. This is now going to go up to 230. That absolutely sounds crazy. Now you can see it here, but obviously I'm using Fizzy's helping me on the open test. You can clearly see the hole, but if you back up, that is a red turret. I mean, if you look at it there, that is a red turret. From 90 millimeters to 230, that is insane. Absolutely insane. Of course, it does have the hatch on top, which is easily pennable. Even at this angle, you can easily pen that hatch on top, as you can see. But also face hugging. It doesn't have the whole armor. The whole armor is literally, you can see there, nothing whatsoever. But when you're looking at it straight like that, you can see the turret is actually quite easy to pen, and it's literally just the turret ring there that makes it a bit difficult. And you can see here like how red that turret ring is. But you know what, that is a pretty decent tank. It's going to be situational. It is going to be situational to use that tank to get the bounces, but because literally you only have armor on your turret. Moving on from the AMX, there's another buff. Wargaming are buffing it once again, and this is the Tiger 2. Now the buff the Tiger 2 is getting, I really do not understand this buff. So the first buff it's getting quite a big buff, to be honest. The first buff, it is getting more hit points. So it's going from 1700 hit points to 1850. Of course, if you do use the more hit points, it is going from 1802 to 1961. So if you use the extra hit points, you're almost getting 2000 hit points on this thing. Also the DPM. The DPM, again, it's crazy. The DPM is going from 2,104 to 2,454. That is a 300, just over 300, 350 DPM more. That is basically one shot extra every minute. That is a crazy, for the tank it is. It already got buffed a while ago with the turret, with the armor. Now it's just getting an even bigger buff. But of course, because of these buffs, it is also receiving a slight nerf. And when I mean slight nerf, the aim time, the gun dispersion is going from 0.308 to 0.344. So not a massive nerf there. And also the speed is going from 38 to 35. So a bit of a nerf, but I think the buff outweighs the nerf for the Tiger 2. Also, the next tank that is getting buffed, I mean, there's going to be a lot of buffs. There's going to be a lot of buffs in this update, but these tanks more so than any of the other tanks. So the T-32, already a fantastic tank. Very, very underrated. People complain the only bad thing really about the tank is the penetration. The penetration sucks. Well, the penetration is going up. So it is going from 198 millimeters to 218 millimeters on your AP, and 245 millimeters to 265. So again, not a massive buff there, but you know, more penetration for the T-32 is more than welcome. I do think this tank will be, it is such a strong tank already. The turret is amazing, absolutely amazing. I mean, where is your armor? Where let's just have a look at the armor. Where is the armor? You've got nearly 300 millimeters on your turret. That is crazy. So underrated, this tank, and people need to play it more, and especially now it is getting that penetration buff. And really the last thing to talk about on the buff side is, now I've just literally made a video, the top 10 most useless tanks in the game. Now the Persian is actually one of those. I just think it sucks. Now Wargaming are buffing it. It's not too much, but the reload time is going to be 1.3 seconds less than it is. So if you look at the standard reload time here, the reload time is 5.7. That's basically going down to 4.4, around 4.4, 4.5. You could probably get it a little bit less if you do use the rammer as well. Quite a lot less, actually. It will go down to about 4 seconds if you're using the rammer. So the reload time will be absolutely fantastic on this tank, but I just think it still sucks a little bit. So yeah, those are pretty much what is coming in this update. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Obviously we have a few good looking tanks, we have a few buffs, then buffs obviously getting nerfs, some nerfs as well. We have the crew voices, the Girls and Panzer crew voice as well, and of course we have the credits, the new way that the credits are going to be out. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I am meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Goodbye.
With